All flag signs and banners. Proud signage partners of NRL Touch Football.
National Touch League Men's Opens match. The Hunter Western Hornets taking on the might of the Brisbane City Cobras. I'm joined in commentary by Mr. Paul Sphere, the current New South Wales Women's Opens coach. Thanks for joining me, Paul. How are you going to see this one?
Oh, mate, Broncos have actually surprised me how well they've gone, and I actually will slightly tip the Broncos, even though I want Hunter to win, being a Blue.
Being a Blues man? But
Correct.
no, they were. You're right. I had a couple of their games yesterday. Very, very impressive. Cody Green, outstanding. The man that I thought stood up yesterday, Corey Russell. And, of course, there was plenty of other work there with his brother as well, Adam. But Tim Bartz, the number 6, just led from the front.
Yeah.
Gets composure, focus, and just takes his team forward.
Mate, the speed that they're settling at is just unbelievable. I think they're close to the quickest team in this competition. They've been great.
And the Langbridge boys and, of course, Dylan Thompson for the Hunter Western Hornets. They're the players to watch. We're underway here. The Brisbane City Cobras get the tap off. Nice and slow here. Just there we see the sweeper play. There's that man. Russell doesn't. Finds himself out of position there. Sheds the ball right now. A little bit of contact in the touch. We will see a little bit of that. They'll feel each other out, these two teams. The referees will look to take control, but I'm sure they'll let a little bit of that happen. Russell gets a short inside ball back for the end of the set. So no damage done to the Hunter Western Hornets scoreline. Langbridge, Alex takes it forward there. So nice momentum. Direct play now. Daniel Langbridge brings it to the sub box. The boys sweep on into position. Lincoln Little, ball in hand. Nice shift there. There's Dylan Thompson. Excellent play, the winger. I think that's
right.
I think that's young Blake Potts. No, it's not Potsy. Let's have a look at the number. We'll get it in replay. So we can see him there. Liam Squires it is. Beautiful athleticism. Great dive into the corner. Big finish there. The Hunter Western Hornets. First scoring opportunity, they convert to points.
if you are to stop Hunter, that's what you got to do. You got to stop that sub box where they come on and they latch on, and you just got to get up and stop them. If you allow them to run like that, they will score on you all day.
Yeah, the Langbridge boys there. Daniel just drove that ball, picked up the momentum, and from there, that combination of Lincoln Little, Matt Atkins, and Dylan Thompson has been lethal right throughout this tournament. And the Cobras defence will need to shut those three down. When they're out there together, it's always dangerous. We see them again now.
They'll come to the sub box again and not roll back.
Perfect timing. Dafter is with the ball now, trucks it up the middle, the big fella. There's Alex Langbridge off to his brother Daniel. That's young Potts there. Blake Potts now. There's Daniel, that foot speed through half.
Touch.
Just points back. Man on the deck was calling the touch. Daniel brings the ball back into position. He's been outstanding, mate. I've seen 3 or 4 matches. Daniel's foot speed out of half. It's almost untouchable.
I coached him last year, Origin. He is a great X factor there.
So they're the shooting up defence coming out of the line. Alex Langbridge taking away the space. Cuts it off there. This is Russell now with the ball in hand. Tallis Stanhope in the 22 for the Cobras.
Saved the try there.
Certainly did. So they'll regroup now, the Cobras, and reset out here on the line. Tallis Stanhope there working with Corey Russell. Number 5 gets the ball away. Low pass picked up nicely. That's Stanhope again. Hayden Moffat. Moffat with the ball. Cut out pass into space. Doesn't find his man. Dafter in shutting down. Good pressure there from the big fella on the wing.
Yeah, good winger. Good experienced winger.
So now the Hunter Western Hornets bring the ball into play. Might want to put that onto silent, mate. Schoolboy error from my co-commentator.
It's one of the boys ringing me. He knows.
Of course it is. He knows. And that's 1-0, Mr. Blackwood, your way. As we see now, Thompson out of half, cut out pass, that passive play out the back that they're renowned for at depth and speed. Unfortunately, doesn't go to hand there for Bailey Ritchie, but danger signs already for the Cobras boys in defence. This is good play now. They're looking for that subset as well, the transition. Yeah, Green coming on now. Liam Bauer. That's Tim Bartz there, the man I spoke about that just slows everything down, gets composure back into the team. Cody Green, you can see on screen. A fantastic player. He'll be one to watch, Paul.
Yeah, very underrated player in my eyes. He played Australian men's with us back when we were coaching, me and Traddy. Yeah, great player, great lifter right. Very smart.
Yeah, very, very cluey player. Cody, as you said, been involved in the game for a long time. There's Langbridge again. There's that speed over the line. Gets the ball back. Brother on the trail.
I think it's touched.
I think he was touched. Daniel there, just getting over the line, but touched as he was putting the ball down. Alex's foot speed again. So here we go. The Langbridge brothers. That little outside as well. Alex just loves to sneak across the line.
It's good defence. He went back to the line and just made it.
So now they'll reset in defence, the Cobras boys. Plenty to do coming off their line. That's where you want to finish your sets, whether you score or complete your set down deep on the line.
And this is where it's important that they stop that roll and stay up here in defence, both teams.
Dragging it out wide now. So Corey Russell there, just caught out wide, finishing the set away. Gives good field position here for the Hornets to transition back into the middle. That middle third of the field, very, very important. And these guys dominate through that space as well. Potts there gets it off to Thompson. There he is, Thompson at half, out of half as well. One of the, great hands. Fortunately went forward there.
Good defence by the winger there from the Cobras to stay up and be ready for the passive.
And you talk about the experienced players out there. Dylan Thompson, mate, Give me a little bit of insight into what makes him tick.
Oh, he's just, well, he's very good at the set plays they run, and he works, like Lincoln Little and him will always match up together most times. Just, yeah, he's just robotic in the set plays, and he's very smart. And he's got that foot speed where he can go the other way, and that's why he's always going to have the defence in two minds.
But always composed too. There's not much, you don't hear him, putting the verbals out there. He just goes about his work, lurks around the background, as we can see here. Thompson, the referee, blows that one up, pulls it back. They're just quite unassuming too, Dill.
Yeah.
As we see now, the Cobras onto the attack. That's Stanhope again, taking the ball forward. Extra metres there, well done. The wrap play, doesn't give it, goes back inside. Stanhope. Nice metres here for the Cobras, right up the middle of the field. So good direct settles. Moffat. It's Hayden Moffat in the number 7 there for the Brisbane City Cobras. Got the ball away.
Yeah, I would like to see the links there just so we run a better lines, just chop him back in there.
So now off their line come the Hunter Western Hornets. There's Little. It's a ball down. Thompson into half. Just gives a quick release off the deck. Spreads the ball wide towards the box now. Here come the numbers. Langbridge brothers back on, as is Mitchell Wilton in the number 44. You see him pulling out wide there, the link position. Alex will go back that way. Long cutout pass off the back of the head of the Cobras defender. The referees rightly call that one ball away.
And that's where it's good defence, where they've let that last touch be 20 metres out instead of 5 or 10, where they've scored off that tap-off, and that's the secret to stopping that.
So we see now a good roll on here for the Cobras too, up over the line. Big Bartsy gets it over there. Here's Corey Russell. Back to Barts. Barts. Russell hands on again. Extra metres there. Connor Rolfe. Big ball out wide. Shut down nicely by the winger for the Hornets. That was good play for the Cobras. Their most enterprising play so far in this game. As the Hornets turn defence into attack, already up to the halfway line. Nice rucking patterns. There's Blake Potts there. Pulls it deep. That little stutter step he has. Pulled it back. Didn't let it go that time, but he can throw left to right either way to Dylan Thompson.
Yeah, predominantly right to left, but can go the other way.
So here we go now. Up to the halfway line. Good drive again. Good direct play here for the Cobras, but slows down. Stanhope gets it out to Hayden Moffat there. That's Liam Bauer, rucks it in. Moffat with throws a little cutout into space. Marcus Holm, that man there, didn't get it down in time, calling for the sideline referee to come into the play. The on-field referee is the one that makes the decisions. So there's Stanhope. Moffat just dancing around there, dragging out the defence. Atkins. They want the defence to come forward here. Referee not playing the game at the moment. Just keeping an eye on that one. Spread the ball wide now. That's good enough. Marcus Holm gets down low underneath and gets the ball over the stripe for the first try for the Cobras. Having a look there on the replay. Nice ball there from Hayden Moffat, as was that one from Tallis Stanhope. And yep, nothing doing there for Dylan Thompson coming across in cover. We're all tied up, 1-1.
Yeah, I think the problem there was they went across the line and at no stage they moved up.
Got to shut down the space. Here we go now. Trail. Alex goes across the line. Daniel into space. Big ball back inside. Well done. Just seems to have plenty of time when he gets across the line like that.
Yeah, and that's the secret to a great ball player, which I think he is.
Oh, my word. Here he goes again. You can see it here. Pulls out, keeps going wide, turns around. Plenty of open area back inside there. Beautifully done by the try scorer. Not quite sure who that was. Might have been Bailey Ritchie. As the Cobras back on the attack. Russell, big right to left pass. Six more. Touched in flight there. The defenders pressing up off the line. Hayden Moffat, the number 7. There's Russell. Goes into half, but the Connor Rolfe goes away. Long ball out to the left. Look for the tap-in play. Didn't come off for them there. Here's Cody Green. Ball out the back. Russell into half. Switch it up with Cody. Fourth touch here. Cody will keep the ball in play. It's Liam Bauer. Cut out ball from Cody Green. Finds Connor Holm again. Or Marcus Holm, my apologies. Beautiful pass on that occasion. Let's have a look at that one. Talk us through this one here as you see it, Paul.
Yeah, again, Cody Green, he's known for his left arm. But I just think they've held that line and they've let him run to the line and it's just a put down in the end. They have to come off that line so the flat ball isn't in play.
Isn't in play, correct. Yeah, nice call there. Good insight from one of the top coaches in the game. The real coach of the year a couple of years ago.
He's talking about you.
as we see
the real coach, correct.
The Hornets back on the attack. Big, long bomb from Dylan Thompson.
Good touch.
But beautiful touch there. The winger pulling out wide. Nothing doing there for Lincoln Little with a little flick inside. Jesse Jenkins, the winger for the Hornets. Doing a good job, but the defence right up to it. That's pressure. Keeping the boys down here, just taking away those early settles. Looking to keep the Cobras in their own defensive end. This is the final touch now. This is where they want to stop it. That's cheap yards. Cheap meterage there for the Cobras. It should have finished on the other side of halfway. But only 10 metres in it, so the Hornets will be happy with that one. Nice early ball movement there, lateral movement. On come the numbers now. Bailey Ritchie takes it in. Daniel Langbridge there. That's his brother Alex off the left foot. Yeah, just too easy there. That forward momentum, that direct settle pattern that they come up with, just putting the Cobras defence on the back foot. They've isolated the number one, the big fella there with the knee brace, and that's the man they exploit. Yeah, beautifully done.
Yeah. Again, just rolling back, and you've got to stay brave and get in their face on Dawson. Well, Hunter, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. You've mentioned Dawson. In the Hunter region, the Dawson guys are, reasonably dominant, but this team is made up of the entire region. A strong core of it come from the Dawson club, so their experience and their knowledge of each other's play is obviously second to none, and a major factor is how well they combine in this team. But again, pushing up there on the wing now, that's good pressure. They just go on, get their job done and come straight off, don't they? There's nothing, it's all very regimental, very structured. But how do you like that? Langbridge boys goes off, Thompson.
Oh.
Blake Potts, in the number 41 jersey for the Hornets, has been outstanding today. One of the best hole runners, young fella, running holes in the game. Look at this, just straightens up the line of attack. Cody Green comes up outside a little bit too hard, just opens up that inside channel beautifully for Potts.
I think they're waiting for the passage there.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're 100% right. So the Cobras 4-2 down now. That's Hayden Moffat. He's working hard for the Cobras team here. Gets that ball away. Talis Stanhope touched in possession. They lost probably 10 metres on that last play there, just passing the ball back at depth. Wasn't anything happening. Would have been better off just driving into the line and finishing as close to the Hornets scoreline as they could. But still now, that's Mitchell Wilton dragging out wide. There's Alex again, goes over. Alex outside his man. This is danger time. Gets the ball away. Good finish by the Cobras. Nice urgency in the defensive line there.
They are giving Alex so much room, and I just think he's been on fire. They've just got to be careful.
Yeah, probably just ran his support player out of space there. That was the Cobras using the sideline as an extra defender. That's a nice release there for Cody Green to get it down. Out of the ruck. Big fella, Tom Dafter.
Got away with it.
Gets airborne. Out the back. Nice play for the Cobras there. The final touch of the count. So they really haven't asked too many questions here of the Hornets' defence. The two opportunities that they've probably converted, but they haven't really pushed the Hornets' defence here, Paul.
No, I think we need to see Cody step up. I really do.
As you said that, he comes up out of the line, makes a good touch on Daniel Langbridge. Thompson gets it to Daniel now. Little release. The winger comes in, shuts that one down. Bailey Tiohara. Oh,
I think he's done a
sad signs here. Daniel Langbridge. He's heavily taped there on that right hamstring, so maybe he's just felt a tweak. Yeah, he doesn't.
That's a big loss.
He doesn't look comfortable at all. You don't want to lose him on day 2 of a 4-day tournament, that's for sure. So hopefully we'll be able to go away and get some treatment on it, or just a precautionary leaving of the field there. Nice ball over the top from Thompson. There's Little. Can't give those guys space either.
They work so well together.
Heard the referee there calling no. I think that was signifying the inside man was offside. I think that was Adam Russell there that made the touch. It's Moffat up off the line again, ordered back. Out the back door. Doesn't come off on that occasion. Bailey Ritchie putting that one down. So the Cobras back on the attack, pushing towards their sub-box. Fresh legs coming on now. Sweeping on into good attacking position. Barts takes the ball forward. Nice dish off now to Corey Russell. Out of half goes Hayden Moffat. He's been busy around the ruck area, but nothing doing there. The Hornets holding strong. Little looking for the penalty. Doesn't go his way. They'll just regroup. Push forward now. Potts again. Good release for Bailey Ritchie there. Push up the field. See Jared Rudemer. He's on as well. That's Mitch Wilton. Gets a dump down for Alex Langbridge. Little shift from Wilton. And to ground it goes.
Jared's a very good ball player in his own right. Also, very strong left to right. Hasn't been needed at the moment.
Hasn't really been needed, you're right. But when he has been needed in the early games I've seen, he's really stepped up. So talent right across this Hornets lineup.
It's good when you got someone that good as a ball player and still hasn't been used.
Yeah, can take a back seat. But how good is it as a coach to know you've got it up your sleeve? A knock down there. Stanhope was claiming the 6 more, but the referee didn't see it that way. So now the Hornets back on the attack. Rodemer there, just getting some momentum, as does Mitch Wilton. It's good straight in there from Bailey Ritchie as well. There's
he's back on.
That's Langbridge back on. It must have just been a little. Going to get penalised here for throwing the ball away. Yep, there you go. Can't shake your head, mate. You know exactly what was going on there.
It's a good penalty, 15 seconds out.
Yeah. So now we'll roll on. The Cobras push up over the line. There's your man, Cody Green. Will he have an impact here in the final stages of the half? No, he won't, but a penalty given for the offside play. So he still has an opportunity here. Cody Green, ball in hand. What can he do from nothing? Get nothing from nothing.
That's another penalty.
Another penalty. We'll have to play this out. Even though it happened after the siren, the penalty will be played out. I'm pretty sure here they'll just take the tap and drop the ball, and that's exactly how it plays out. That's all she wrote for the first half. So, the scoreline, 4-2. The Hornets leading the Cobras. Is that a fair indication of the half in your eyes, Paul?
Yeah, I think it is. I'm very surprised how well the Hornets have come out, because I expected Cobras to be a lot more physical, and yeah, I'm just really surprised, but quality side, and you can never keep them down.
Well, they've got 20 minutes to prove you right, or I'm going to start calling commentators curse. We'll be back with you for the second half in about 3 minutes' time.
most of the players to do.
It's challenging initially. The early morning starts. You know, when you wake up in the mornings, you know, you've got 8 hours ahead of you that you're going to be sort of working up around the 90%. You want to make sure that when you get to training, you're putting as much in as what you're putting at work, and sometimes it's hard to sort of keep it together. I think the biggest thing for me is relating to people. With plumbing, I got to work with a lot of diverse people, a lot of hard people, and I think transferring that into touch footy, it's made me more of a people's person. I sort of know how to relate to people a lot better. I think a lot of people don't understand the short-term pain for the long-term gain. You know, for 4 years I slugged it out, and I won't lie about that. But now I've got a qualification that's going to last me right up until I'm 60 years of age, and for that I can't be more thankful for getting pushed to get into it. And right now, if I had my time over again, I wouldn't change a thing. I can't recommend it highly enough. I think it's one of those trades that's never going to die. You're always going to have constant work. The money's there, the opportunities are there, all the ingredients are there to be successful. It just takes the right attitude. And that's a real skill for a real career.
So we're back live now for the second half. The Hunter Western Hornets leading the Cobras 4-2. The Hornets with the first opportunity here. Lincoln Little takes a tap, takes us forward now. There's a sweeper, Dylan Thompson, but no touch affected. Cobras boys, Russell pulls out of it. So we'll slow down, just regain the composure here, the Hornets. Rodemar around the ruck area. A little bit of confusion there. Rodemar with a big left to right pass. Just gets through the hands of Dafter. So no change to the half-time score. How do you see the second half playing out here for the Cobras, Paul? What do they need to do?
Oh, they need to lift. They need to lift in their driving and their defence. They just have to stop rolling. And that's what Hunter's doing to them. They look at them. They're just up and not letting them get to the line.
So a better start there. There's Bart's dictating play, driving through the middle. Taking control of that middle third of the field. That's nice again from Bart's. James DeVere there, pushing through the middle. Long right to left pass. Intercepted. Dafter.
I mean, that's man on defence. He's not even looking there.
There's Little driving to this sub-box again. That play you talked about, this subset play.
And that's where they've got to stay up. That's better. And they've got to get off the line here.
Yeah, they slowed the momentum right down, so this is important. They drive up now. Cut the space away, but they've allowed Langbridge to get the extra metres. There's the bro outside, touched in flight. We're going to call that one 6 more, ref?
No, fair.
No. Jeez, I'm not sure about that, Paul. I'd have to say I disagree with you.
I thought he hit his hip, that's all.
Fair enough. That's how you saw it. That's what the referees do. They call it as they see it.
And here's Cody. This is what they need to do. And now
Much
get a good strike dump here.
Marcus Holmes been impressive, the number 4 for the Cobras. He scored a couple of meat pies and had made metres there. Russell. That's the brother, Adam Russell, on that occasion.
And again, forward. They're trying to create numbers, but it's just man on defence at the moment.
It's just coming too easy, isn't it, for the Hornets? Look at that play, straight into attack. Good depth, good width. Little drives in. Thompson out of half. Passive ball, tapped on. Loss of ground. Probably didn't need to throw that tap on then.
He had time to catch that, you're right there.
Absolutely. Here we go. Cobras on the attack. Up to the halfway line now. It's not a bad drive at all. Nathan Beaton there, driving into the line, as does Tallis Stanhope. Picked up nicely by Corey Russell. Looks long, goes short. Stanhope takes the ball, but doesn't get it across the line. Russell out of half to finish it off. Throws the ball in behind the line. Hits the back of the defender, goes to ground. And now the Hornets bring it back into play. Thompson driving to the sideline again. There's Blake Potts, gets a ball back inside. Nice extra metres here. Rodemar gets it down. That's Walton. A bit of confusion around the half, but they'll just move the ball, shift it wide. Last touch. Passive play again.
Badly.
Yeah, just didn't quite have the pass there.
And this is where I think Hunter's dominated Broncos, just that middle third, and they're getting a better strike on closer to the line than the Broncos.
Absolutely. They're doing everything at pace. They're getting that momentum early on and then just riding it. The Cobras are having to work a little bit harder for it. You can see now they push up over the line. That's better.
Yeah, but that was good defence again. On that last, they were still 20 out.
Hayden Moffat there, number 7 for the Cobras, was looking for a penalty. Doesn't go his way. But he has been busy for the Cobra boys. And that's a nice release as well, extra metres. As is this, very direct. Look at that.
Here we go.
It's just momentum all the way through the middle. They're on the back foot, having to readjust. They did well then to do so.
Yeah, I think, that was only fourth there. I thought he should have given it back to Link or maybe had a second phase at it.
Yep, that's good metres too. Look, pushing up, staggered line of defence. In behind that line, they go. This is much better for the Cobras now. See what they can build on the end of this. There's your man Green. He's in at dummy half.
Yeah,
you said he needs to step up here in this second half.
Yeah, here he is. He's gone to left, Link.
So he's wasted standing in there static as a half. Now he's back in play. There he goes again now. Picks it up. Goes for that. Look at that pass. Was man in space. Good chase here from the number 20, young fella from the Cobras. Terrell Awai, he was impressive all day. Picked up a head knock in an earlier game, but looks to recovered nicely. So all the way from the left there, they've moved the ball to the right, back to the left. Blake Potts takes it forward. And then we'll get the line out here for the Hornets as they readjust. Potts drives in, Langbridge gets around on the...
Great ball.
That's great skills. You talked about his ball playing skills earlier. He's obviously got heaps of pace. But to be able to do that at the pace he was travelling then, off balance, we'll see it as he comes around. Here he goes on the sweep. Straightens up the attack, draws that outside middle in, or the link in, just turns his shoulders slightly. Beautiful hole running too to finish off from Rodemar.
And that's the difference with Alex. He had that backup plan if he wasn't going to score. He had that option, and that was a beautiful ball.
Rodemar did good as well, hitting that hole. Beautiful unders line, getting inside the winger. It's a nice play all round by the Hornets. 5-2 now the score. It's just not working here for the Hornets.
Well, they get
for the Cobras, my apologies. Yeah, penalty blown there. Must have been offside in the middle.
Okay, good ball. Oh, great shut down by the wing there. Good work.
Cobras on the line attack here.
A 6 to go, no. Accidental.
So knocked down. Off the line they come, the Hornets. This quick ball movement they have, shifting it. Just love watching this. This is a great vantage point, the camera angle from up high. You can see just how they load up when they come out of the box, the boys. It's almost like they file out in number order.
And look where they've ended up, Adam. Yeah. Again, 2 metres out, and that's been the difference. I think that middle third, they've dominated.
They started off their own line, and they end up 2 metres out nearly every time. It is textbook stuff. Those camera angles, again, for any coach watching those transitional plays, those subsets, that's exactly how they're supposed to happen.
Last touch, 20 out again.
And now they're going to be marched as well. So extra metres, throwing the ball away. Coach Killer. So now Langbridge just moving laterally, looking to come to the box. It's almost monotonous, but it's pretty to watch. Here we'll go, see it again. Here they go, loading up. Look at this. Lined out. They'll move the ball from one side of the field to the other, and perfect. That's speed, and that is intent. Jesse Jenkins on the end of what was an impressive backline movement. You see it again as they sweep around. They just fall into line. Langbridge gets it out to Jesse Jenkins. Foot speed. Nice diving touch from James Courtney, but unfortunately not in time.
That was exactly like that first try, the opening try of the match. They just rolled back and they just let him beat him with the foot speed just on the outside, each player.
You say they roll back, but it's hard when they're coming at you at that pace and the numbers that they had. It was tough to...
Well, yeah, this is where we always talk about being brave, and you just got to stay up and not let them dominate you. And that is their strength.
And as a coach, if you were coaching the Cobras there, you'd say, get back up in their face, hit your 5 metres, get forward, give away a penalty if you have to.
Even if you have to give away a penalty, correct. But you have to get up. If you just roll back, like I said, they'll dominate you all day.
Yeah, hard touch there, but got away with it on that occasion. Adam Russell now gets the ball down. Short ball for Adam Russell. Long ball now. Oh, off the head.
The Falcon.
Could have been play on. Get the concussion check. You're going to call that out in soccer now, aren't they? The Liam Squires, I'm sure he's fine. He'll just want another try against his name. Potts gets it forward. Little into the line. Confusion around the ruck, but they just regroup. It's almost like clockwork watching that transition play for the Hornets.
And that was
Thompson, quick release off the ground.
Offside.
Yeah, he got called out as well.
I think we'll get a penalty here.
They will get the penalty. Probably didn't have the time to call play on there, the referee.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones. The ball off the ground from Thompson was just so fast.
It was a sideline ref that called that.
Yeah. And a good call it was as well. So Thompson now in the middle. That's Atkins there. Matthew Atkins, Dylan Thompson always working well together. Mitch Walton. Thompson goes around. Back on the inside. Look at that open up. Atkins, Thompson, they are a machine when they get together. That's not the first time they've pulled that move.
No. And this is where not enough credit goes to Mitch Wilton, Lincoln Little, Atkins, all that. They do all that dirty work and they make Dylan and Alex look so good.
Some of the best players in the game are those guys that do the 50%ers. You know, they're just working all the time. If you don't have good setup, you can't have good finish.
They're the perfect team players and they do all the hard work. And they don't get the accolades they deserve in my eyes.
A little bit like you when you're coaching with Tony Trad, mate. Tony Trad gets all the accolades.
Mate, 100% correct.
We know who pumps his tyres up.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm the brains behind that team.
So are you saying that he's the looks?
Definitely not that
Struggle.
either. I think we both struggle there.
No, a great coaching team as we see now. The Hornets driving forward. They go again. So Thompson swept on there, but then just straightened up the line of attack, gave the rest of the boys field space. There's the long ball. Not sure what happened there. I think it bounced off the...
And again, it was just a link in there that gave him a beautiful strike dump, and that's just what they just keep doing. And I'm very surprised. I expect the Cobras to do a lot better than this. Really surprised how they've gone.
Come on, don't start giving yourself, the out already. Call the commentator's curse early, mate.
I actually picked them to win. This is
you
embarrassing.
Did. You made your bed. You've got a lie in it there.
But I did say I hope Hornets win. Never go for a Queenslander.
But they certainly haven't. They haven't been bad, the Cobras. They've just played how they've been allowed to play.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And the Hornets have really dominated in both attack and defence. So the Cobras have probably made the most of whatever opportunities they've had.
I can't recall Hunter making a mistake.
No, I'm with you on that one.
So we don't make one here now, Adam.
That'll just go along with the curse. What's it going to be? Not square on a roll ball. They even do that well. They push so hard out.
Here they go.
It's monotonous with the regular... Oh, there's a mistake.
Well, it was on the last touch. That's okay.
It's still a mistake. I'll let you get away with that one. No commentator's curse. So up over the line go the Cobras. 7 minutes remaining in the match. They'll want to get one across the line. Tallis Stanhope. Go short. Ball down.
Great put down.
He got that down super quick.
Yeah,
that was James DeVere. Let's have a look at it. Stanhope. He's been busy around the rucks. That's the number 22 out of half. De Vere, see there, the little tap on the right hip, just pushes him left. That was good enough. The young defender just was caught in 2 minds. But De Vere, how quickly did he transition that ball from the catch to the deck?
He really got Alex there by surprise. Alex is a good defender, and he got him by surprise there. Great put down.
So, well done to the Cobras. Certainly not taking this one lying down. They'll push the Hornets as much as they can.
He's dummy half.
Heard the half call there in the effects, Mike. Referees will make the call if it is. Did he get over the top of that one?
It's almost ball down.
Yeah, it looked almost like the defenders went underneath him.
6 touch.
6 touch call, so sideline referee must have come into play. Let's have a look. Could have been forward off the ruck anyway. Here we go. It's a nice pass. Ooh. The winger's the one calling the touch. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think the ball could have been down there because I think they're playing maybe the link.
All right, so they're back on the attack now. The 6 touch was called, so the Cobras pushing hard over the line. There's that man, Russell. He gets the ball down. Nice ball out the back. Cody Green, quick release. He'll realign here. Green taps it on. We're going to call that one forward. Yeah. But better play from the Cobras there. A little bit more urgency in that attack. You see Russell solid in defence there. Another good touch on the turnaround. There's the Langbridge brothers again. Gets away, skips inside. Penalty. So they'll just settle down here.
Alex has had a great game. Been by far the best player in the field, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I'd support you on that one. Not that we're giving out MVPs, but he'd certainly get my vote. Daniel looking for one of his own. Doesn't get it across the line. Both very, very good rugby league players too, up on the Central Coast and Newcastle District. But they love their touch. Come from a very sporting family. Their mum, Cheryl Lee's been involved in the game for such a long time. Started the Dawson Dragons junior touch comp. So their contribution to this sport has been outstanding. Alex not liking that call.
Oh, Corey loves the chat.
As does Alex. You see it here. Pushes at the line. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Wow, big finish. No, referee.
Forward pass.
Coming around to call that one forward. Green back straight on the attack. Good shift out to the left now. Good metres there for the Cobras. Nice long pass left to right from Green. Cobras drive into the line.
I think it'd be important for the Broncos if they can finish here with the Cobras, for a couple of tries, just for their confidence.
There's Adam Russell. Quick ball back inside. Nice switch of play again. But the defence stand up to it. Really well read there by the Hornets defenders. So now they'll come off their line in attack. Starting to fatigue a little bit. 3 minutes left in this match. Both teams starting to get a little bit tired.
He's put that on the sideline.
They look right on the sideline. The referee was onto it as well. How have you seen the referee's performances here? I know you're a good judge of refereeing ability.
Yeah, I keep telling them I want to coach them. But yeah, no, they've been great. They've been great. I think they've worked well as a team, the three of them. I don't think there's been any complaints. Well, not many anyway.
There's always going to be complaints because we see things differently. But they make the calls, and I've got to say in this one, for the most part, I think they've got everyone right.
I think the secret is just to be very consistent. They have been consistent. Tap back. Oh, good work.
Beautiful. Well done. Talis Stanhope, he's deserved that. He's worked really hard for the Cobras. So 7-4 now. It's a long ball. Tap back inside. The Hornets winger did everything he could on that occasion just to link Dylan Thompson there.
Just not, yeah.
Slow and pushing out. But a nice finish for the Cobras on that occasion. Yeah, we talk about the refs, and I was talking with, was either Danny Davis or Patricia Michaelopoulos earlier on. No good arguing with the referees. You're never going to win that argument.
I've done that for many years, Adam, and I never won once.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, I agree there. And David, look, as long as the referees are consistent, and I think these three, and they've got the same 5 and all that, and I think it's really good.
Yeah, no, well done. And it's like arguing with your wife. You never win them, so you're better off just pulling your head in.
I think that Cobras have scored the last 2 tries. If they can keep them here, not let them score in this last minute and 20 seconds, I think it'd be, do them, at least they haven't given up, and they've won that last 10-minute battle.
Dive under, doesn't get there, good touch. James DeVere, he's a big man too, DeVere, so getting down that low as quick as he did, quite impressive. A lot to take out of the game here for the Cobras, actually. Is that impressive play, man going through the line.
They haven't given up, and they're still trying to go, so good on them.
Good drive now. Just under a minute remaining. Pass out the back. I'll just look to run through this set here. It's good meters. There's Cody Green, halfway line. This is the last touch. Bartz will take it forward. It's the only way he knows how. Back into RI. Change over on the halfway, or just their own sort of halfway line for the Hornets. They'll get to close out this match. 20 seconds remaining. If they complete this set.
As a coach, I think the Broncos will be really hoping not to let him score here. I think it'd be important.
Little gets in behind the line now. Adam Russell just rushing up, taking the dummy. Little back inside. Russell recovers enough. Don't give the ball to the ref. Here's the final play of the match. Flicked out the back. That'll be all she wrote. In this match here, the Hunter Western Hornets have kept their ascendancy in this tournament, showing dominance over all comers. That's a great result. They'll be very happy with that one. 7 tries to 4. You called the Cobras early. They'll be disappointed, but as I said, I think there's a lot to learn there for them. And if they progress deeper into this tournament, into the final series, they can take something from that game.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's what it goes. You learn a lot from losses, and that's where they've got to go back and hopefully learn from that for their sake.
Well, thanks very much for joining me in commentary for that match, Paul. I look forward to maybe joining us tomorrow for some other matches. It'd be great to have you on board for a Mets Men's Opens game.
I look forward to that. Thank you, Adam.
Excellent.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us. And the next game, the final game here for today, we have the CQ Bulls taking on the South Queensland Sharks. The Men's Opens, that game coming to you in about 4 minutes' time.
Find Mater Hospital location.
Okay, here's what I found.
Many roads are calling out to you. No, you'll never go alone. I'll do anything for you. However far apart, I'm right here.